Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a test of the Bugs 2 W. That's the Wi-Fi FPV version, and today I've added a ND filter to the front of the camera lens. The ND filter is the one that's intended for the Hubsan 501 series of quadcopters. The ND filter doesn't quite fit the Bugs 2 camera. It's just a little bit too small, but I just wanted to test it anyways. You can see on the sides, on the picture that it's a little bit distorted from where the filter is not wide enough to cover the whole thing, but just focus your attention on the center and to judge the quality difference between the two lenses. The first up here is a flight of the Bugs 2 without the ND filter. This is late in the day, maybe about an hour before sunset. It's at a local park where I live. Again, it was kind of a clear sunny day without too many clouds in the sky. Light wind conditions, but you can see that the picture is very overexposed. The sun was too bright for it. Okay, and now we're at about the same time of day, about maybe an hour before sunset, maybe even a little closer this time. So we have the ND filter on. You can see the the outer edge where the it's not wide enough for the lens, but already you can see in this one that it's handling the sun much better than the without the ND filter, and also you're not getting that kind of a rolling shutter effect of light. What the ND filter is actually doing here, it's slowing the shutter speed of the camera down and creating a much smoother picture, and again without blowing out the highlights like we had in the without the ND filter on the first shot. So you see you're getting none of that kind of rolling shutter type of effects, flickers of light in layman's terms. Of course, we're flying away from the sun here, so we're going to spin right back around and face the sun again, and still we're a little overexposed here because the Bugs 2 doesn't have any exposure settings or exposure compensations, but as you can see, it's handling it so much better than the earlier flight without the ND filter, and even corrects the colors a little bit. The colors are a little bit off on the camera without the ND filters, or this kind of renders them a little bit truer to what the eye sees. The other ones, I guess you would say without the ND filters, the colors are a little bit too warm, maybe. Can't put my finger on it, but something's just not quite right about the color without the ND filter on. And I guess it could even be better now, than this. But this is a big improvement in my mind. I'll be anxious to see what everybody else thinks after watching this same video. So I'm going to go back after this. I'm going to go back to the original shot at the other park without the ND filter, so you can kind of get a look at both of them more than once and kind of compare. I couldn't do a little side to side, but here we're back at the original location without the ND filter. And also, here's another strange thing. Even though the wind conditions are about the same in both parks, without the ND filter, I'm getting the props in the frame here. And if you remember on the clip at the football field, soccer field, we had no props in the frame. So said now here. We're flying away from the sun, so it doesn't look too bad. Now here comes that rolling shutter, that flicker there, which again you didn't see with the ND filter on. Here's the the ring from the sun. I mean, the greatly overexposure here from the sun, flying kind of into it at this point. It's you got color ghosts there. I mean, it's a real mess here without the ND filter until we turn slightly away, and then it gets somewhat better, but you can still see how the highlights are all blown out, and then the props, the rolling shutter, and the same thing here. And very overexposed, the whole shot, including the sky. The color looks a little like it has a funny tint to it. Here I'm starting to bring it down now. Probably a little bit, just a tad bit sunnier this day than it was at the other location, but conditions were pretty close, and like I said, pretty much the same time of day. Okay, we're going to jump to a new location here. This is a little lake. I have another video here with my Spark where I shot this same lake, but the sun is to my back now, but as you can see with the ND filter on it, you can even see the clouds in the sky this time. They're not just like a big white area as you usually see flying this without the ND filter on. Again, the colors are much truer here. I haven't, you're pretty much seeing this as I shot it without any color correction or anything else. All I've done to it is edit the chopped out the bad bits here, but it says it's uncolor corrected, unstabilized. So I need to find or create my own ND filter, which is covers the entire lens. But I definitely think this is a step in the right direction to getting a little bit better video quality out of the Bugs 2 W, the Wi-Fi edition, which supposedly has a better camera than the C edition. I know it records in a different format than the C does, the C model does, which this records in a .movie file, and I think the C one records in like kind of a, I forget what the format was, but kind of an older, like mostly Windows format. So again, now I'm facing the sun in this one, as you can see the reflection in the water, but at least I don't have the strange lines all over the picture and the sun, what would you call the solar sparks from the sun. So let me know what you think of the modding the ND filter on here. There I am doing a little flying. See if you like it much better. If you think it's a big improvement. If you don't think it's any improvement at all, give me a little feedback, and any questions you may have concerning anything Bugs 2 related or ND filter related, please leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that like button if you like the video, and check out some of my rest of the stuff on my channel. If you like, please subscribe to my channel, and leave me a little note, and I'll be sure to subscribe back to your channel also. So okay, thanks again for watching this video, and I'll be back and see you soon with another video. All right, have a good one, everybody.